What's up, fellas? So today we're here to talk about how women gaslight men. And first thing y'all guys must know about gaslighting is that this is something that women primarily do. Men can do it too, but in that situation, a man would be in his feminine energy. Gaslighting, guys, is primarily female manipulation. That's what it is. It's head games. Okay? So as we going along, you'll see that. If any of y'all guys seen my video, how to get a woman obsessed with you, at the beginning of that video, I made a joke, but I was dead ass serious. I said specifically, if you do any of this, you evil. And then I proceeded to tell you guys how to get a woman obsessed with you. A lot of the shit that's in that video is gaslighting. A guy asked me, so I told you guys. I'm not here to act like I'm Pastor James or some shit, like I'm all holier than thou. A guy asked me, so I told him. But I specifically said at the beginning of that video, if you do any of this, you're evil. Because most of the shit in that shit that women would do to get you obsessed with them. Okay? But gaslighting is primarily female manipulation. That's what it is. All right? So as y'all guys know, I got my little notes. I came up with a few ways that women gaslight men. So let's get this started. Number one, say I feel like you criticize me for every little thing. Oh, before I get started, guys, I also want to point out that I've had all different type of women try to use this shit against me. Every last one of them. So don't feel like you're alone when I start to read out this list. I've had every woman do this to me. Okay, all I had to do when I came up with this video is just sit down and think of throughout the years, every woman I dated, what they tried to do to get in my head. Okay, so when she says, I feel like you criticize me for every little thing, why would a woman say that? Well, it's simple, guys. That's because she don't want you criticizing her for anything else. Okay, one of the chicks I deal with now, she cooks for me on the weekend, and if it's good, I say, hey, this is pretty good. If it's not good, I tell her, hey, this ain't good. All right, about 3 weeks ago, I told her that. And about an hour later, she just came out with, I feel like you criticize me for every little thing. And I specifically told her, well, how are you going to know when something is not right if I don't tell you? I'm not finna let you just go through cook and just think like whatever you put in front of me, I'm just going to praise it and say it's good. No. You're going to take your time and you're going to cook this shit right. All right, this ain't fucking preschool football where everybody get a trophy. No. You gonna do the shit right. See, if I don't say anything and I don't criticize her, what she starts to think in her head is she can just hop her ass in the kitchen, do whatever she wanna do, half-ass it and put it in front of me and I ain't gonna have no complaints. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I'm not going for that shit. You gonna take your time and you gonna do it right. And the thing with me is I'm not trying to gaslight her to make her feel like she can't do anything right. No, if it's good, I would tell her it's good. If it tastes like shit, I'm going to tell you it tastes like shit. So you coming to me an hour or two later telling me that you feel like I criticize you for everything, don't work on me. Period. Okay, guys? So if you hear that from a woman, just understand she's gaslighting you from the perspective she don't want you to criticize her for shit going forward. When she says that, you let her know from that point. If it's good, I'll let you know if it's good. If it's not, I'm going to tell you that also. You're not just going to do anything and think that, oh, well, he's never going to have no complaints. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I had a boss a long time ago at the mattress job. I think I done told you guys I had a mattress job 20 years ago. And I run the panels. And one day he came to me. He never had complained before. And he said, sloppy job on those last panels you gave me. And it slapped some sense into me that anything I just take in there wasn't going to just pass and he wasn't going to say nothing. And it changed my perspective on. I made sure going forward that I put a good effort into running the panels. Just him saying that, those last panels you gave me was sloppy. That just let me know that, no, anything you bring in here just ain't going to go just because you just running them. No, you're going to do the shit right. Okay, guys, so don't fall for that bullshit when she come with that, I feel like you criticize me for every fucking thing. What it'll do, guys, it'll have you in your head so bad that any little thing that you might perceive as criticizing her, you won't even do it. That's the issue. That's what she wants. She want to have you so fucked up in your head that, you know, you can't say nothing that's even remotely critical of her. That's what she want. We ain't having that shit. Okay? Let her know right then. Next, guys, she'll say you told her something that she know you didn't. Now, what does this do? Well, this is a real gaslighter one. Because what happens if you let that slide, guys? She'll just start putting words into your fucking mouth. And so going forward, you'll just think that you can't remember nothing you tell her. So say, for instance, that it's this Broadway play coming, or any kind of play. It ain't got to be fucking Broadway, right? She'll be like, you told me we was going to go see that play when it came out. I didn't tell you that. Yes, you did. You told me when we was riding in the car. And you thinking to yourself, well, when the hell was this? So let's just hypothetically say, you say, you know what? Okay, maybe I did. It slipped my mind. Next thing you know, a month go by, a movie coming out, Wonder Woman movie. Hey, when we go get the tickets, go to that movie. What movie? You said Wonder Woman movie. When it came out, we was going to go. What she's going to do, guys, is whatever she wants to do, she's just going to act like you said it was okay and you forgot. I booked our trip to Hawaii. What trip to Hawaii? Babe, you remember last year we was talking in the car and I told you, asked you, did you want to go Hawaii? And you said, yeah, it was cool. So I went and got the tickets. And you like, what? So anything she wants to do going forward, all she got to do is act like I told you months ago and you just slipped and forgot. Oh, hell no. Got to nip that shit in the bud right then and there. I actually had a girl one time. Oh, this ain't no any girl. This was the infamous Sunday chick. Actually, one time, after about a year of dating, I said that we was in a relationship. True story, guys. This ain't something I'm just making up for the video. She said that we was in a monogamous relationship because I said that we was in a relationship. Funny thing was, guys, I said, you do know I'm the most popular male dating coach in the world, right? You do know that I teach this shit, right? You know I teach female manipulation. You do understand that, right? You do know that, right? You do know I wrote books on this. I don't think I had a book at the time. But I'm like, do you think that little reverse psychology bullshit works on me? I teach the shit. So even in a situation where a girl knows that I'm a dating coach, she still tried to run this bullshit and say some shit that I know I did not say, claiming that I'm in a relationship. I know it's impossible for any girl in the last 10 years, probably 10 years, to claim that I was in a monogamous relationship. It's impossible. I know I haven't said it. So I knew it was bullshit. But what she thought was, and y'all guys gonna trip out of this. A lot of guys at that situation, rather than say, I didn't say that, they'll just go with it. Rather than to have that argument, they'll just go with it. I ain't going with shit. I ain't said a goddamn thing. So guys, any of y'all girls try to come to you with some shit that she claimed that you forgot you said and you don't remember said it, unsay it. I ain't said a goddamn thing. Okay, guys? That's how you fucking handle that. Don't just go with it. Because it's just gonna keep on. If you let that slide, 2 weeks later, she'll be talking about I got the movie tickets. Oh, I got the trip to Hawaii. I told you 2 weeks ago. Next, guys, play the victim. Now, this is a little reverse psychology. And what I mean by play the victim, guys, a woman would do some shit and then turn around and act like you did it. For instance, she'll give you the silent treatment, right? And over the past month or two, you've been doing everything you possibly can to reconcile shit. She'll turn around in a month or two and say, we don't communicate no more. Bitch, are you out your fucking mind? Are you fucking kidding me? We don't communicate no more? I've been around here trying to communicate with you for the last 2 months. You've been walking around here acting like something wrong with your ass. And now she's finna act like it's been you with the lack of communication, although you have tried to communicate. That is reverse psychology 101, guys, to act like you are the one withholding communication, when she been walking her ass around here giving you the silent treatment. So beware of that one, guys. Don't let a woman reverse the shit on you and act like you was the one causing the problem when you were the one trying to solve the problem. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is one of my favorites right here. Say you're demanding. I think every man on here has been called demanding before. Demanding. What's demanding? If you ask your girl to rub your back, she will say you're demanding. So what's the purpose of saying you're demanding? Well, it's quite simple, guys. It's to prevent you from asking her to do anything. If you ask your girl, hey, do you mind stopping to pick up my clothes from the cleaners? If you do a little simple stuff like that long enough, little simple stuff, you're not asking her to paint your fucking house. You're not asking her to repair your roof. Can you just stop by the cleaners on your way home and get my clothes from the cleaners? Is that too much to ask? But when you get with a lazy bitch that don't want to do anything, she will classify you as demanding. And what does that do? It's simple. It prevents you from wanting to ask her to do anything else. That's why that's gaslighting at its finest. You could be in the kitchen, finna eat your food, and she hit you with this demanding shit. You'll be too scared to ask her to pass you a fucking fork. She could be right there by the forks. Rather than you ask her to, hey babe, would you mind handing me a fork? You'll just get up yourself and go over there and get it yourself. She done got in your head that bad with that demanding shit. For a lot of you guys don't understand what that demand. Now, some guys can be demanding, but I'm talking about for my guys that are reasonable and are not demanding. So most of you guys are not demanding. The lazy bitch just don't want to do shit. So she gonna call you demanding. Even if you could have been with this girl 6 months and quite frankly only asked her to do something for you once or twice, and she'll say you demanding, just to prevent you from asking her to do any fucking thing else. Okay, guys, it's sort of like the girl that give you bad head. Not that she don't know how to give head, she just don't want you to ask her no more. That's why she gives bad head. Okay, guys. Say you're controlling. Oh man, these are the famous words of any bitch that wants to creep and be sneaky and all this other bullshit. So for any of you guys specifically in relationships, particularly long-term relationships, what'll happen is you could just, let's just hypothetically say you tell your woman to, call you when you get home or something like that. When you dealing with a sneaky bitch or some shit like that, she'll say, oh, you so controlling. This controlling is so you prevents you from trying to keep tabs on her. And let me tell you something. Even if you're a guy that's technically not even trying to keep tabs on a woman, right? The point of it, of her saying that, is so she can be sneaky and creepy. And you so fearful now, her saying you so controlling, that you do the complete opposite. Okay, guys? And so the point of that is she wants you to be anti-controlling. Usually you're going to hear this from sneaky ass women. One way to kill that type of shit there, guys, is like I tell you guys, after you've built an attachment, let a woman do all the pursuing. And you never have that problem right there. I used to hear that from women when I used to actually, initiate contact deep into the relationship. Obviously, you got to do it at the beginning, but I'm talking about like 6 months into dating a woman and stuff, or even in a long-term relationship, and you're calling them and stuff like that at odd times and stuff like that. They'll call that controlling. Don't get me wrong. I want to expressly say this. You do have demanding and controlling guys out there, but for my guys that are not and wonder why they would hear this from a woman, that's why. She's gaslighting you. She's getting in your head. She's doing this is a little reverse psychology, guys. This is to make you anti-controlling. So she could do all her little sneaky shit that all women want to do. Next, guys, say, boy, you so silly. Now, you say, well, how's that gaslighting? This is to make you feel insecure. And a lot of these last ones I got on here go to gaslighting for your insecurity. Those first ones was more about trying to control the dynamics in a relationship. And now that I'm moving on to the second half, a lot of these next ones are about creating insecurities in you. So let's say you hypothetically are a naturally funny guy and you say something funny to a woman that you've been dating for a while. And she'll say, boy, you so silly. Boy, you so damn silly. Why couldn't she say, boy, you so funny? Why you couldn't say that? Why silly? What is silly? What does silly has a connotation with? It's associated with immaturity. This will cause a lot of people to have an insecurity as for a lot of men to have an insecurity as far as maturity, their maturity level. Don't think that that's a coincidence. Why couldn't she say you so funny? Well, that's propping you up. Saying, boy, you so funny. Well, that actually makes you feel good that you could make your girl laugh. Silly is associated with immaturity, as in saying, boy, you're so immature. And for a lot of guys, that can cause an insecurity towards your maturity level. That is not a fucking coincidence. She is gaslighting you. And what happens when a woman says you're so silly? I tell you what I used to do. I would instantly try to get back mature. All right. I don't joke with women like that no more, so I don't hear that shit no more. But like I told you guys, back in the day, I used to try to be that comedian with women, and I would hear that a fucking lot of times. And every time, it felt like every woman was taking a dig at me because I never liked it. I never liked it a woman to tell me, boy, you so silly. Why not just say, boy, you so funny? Well, actually, that would make me feel good. But you're not trying to make me feel good. You're trying to make me feel insecure. So be wary of that one, guys. If any of you guys are on your masculine frame and shit like that, you shouldn't have to worry about that. I don't hear that shit no more since I mastered masculine frame. I used to hear it all the fucking time in my 20s. All right, when I used to, go by the quote unquote, the way to get a woman is to make her laugh. I heard that same shit y'all guys heard. All right, so I used to be with women and being a fucking comedian and all that other bullshit. And all I ever heard was, boy, you're so silly. Yeah, they would laugh, but it seemed like more like when a woman say, boy, you're so silly, it seemed like she's laughing at you, not with you. It's a big difference. Next, guys, she would say, you're so cheap. So, as all my guys on their purpose and stuff like that, one issue that you're going to see is women are going to think that you just don't mind throwing money up a dog's ass just because you're making money. If you're a guy out here and you're making six figures, you might start to run into this situation where women just think that you don't care about throwing money away. For instance, even me now, this was a couple years ago in New York. I'm out at a nice restaurant. Y'all guys know I do my nice restaurants. And the girl want to order like a third $20 drink. And I told her, let's just drink when we get home. Because y'all guys seen the bar I had at home, right? And I told her, let's just drink when we get home. She like, boy, you so cheap. Bitch, I already spent over $300 fucking dollars. But the point was not to talk about that. The point was to when we out, she's gaslighting me. She don't want me to check her on her spending. And a lot of you guys, now my thing is dinner. For all you guys got live-in girlfriends, for all you guys over here that got, I know I got guys over here that married or long-term relationship, live-in girlfriends. And one thing you're going to have an issue with is you're going to have women, they are frivolous with money. Y'all guys know that. And they'll call you cheap just to make you insecure about your financial situation, like you're a cheap mom. But in actuality, you're just being financially responsible, something that women are not good at. Okay, guys, so never fall for the you're so cheap or what she told me, boy, you really watch your spending and stuff like that. That's to make you feel insecure about checking her on her frivolous spending, because that's what she wants to do. She wants to like write a blank check. She wants you to give her a blank check and she could just spend without you saying anything. Okay, that's gonna be more specifically for my guys who are in these long-term relationships. That's who you really not gonna hear that too much from women. You can, but primarily for a woman to feel that comfortable to say something like that to you, it's primarily gonna be when you've been dating her for a while or in a long-term relationship. Next, guys, and this is a good gaslighting one, send another man choosing signals in front of you. Now you say, well, whoa, what's that all about? This is simply to put insecurity into you. So let's break this down, guys. What have I been teaching since I came on YouTube? No validation. Why? Because it makes women feel insecure. Why? Her insecurity puts you in a position of power. Well, what the hell you think happens when the woman has you in an insecure state? You get what I'm saying? So when a woman sends another guy choosing signals, this can put you in an insecure state that she has eyes for other men. So now what starts happening? You start chasing her validation. So what happens? Now she has the power in the relationship. Do y'all guys get that? If you say anything to her, that's even worse, right? She's just gonna say, I'm looking at the water fountain, right? She ain't did nothing. She ain't like flirting with him, talking. I mean, I guess you could technically say something if it's just ridiculously staring out, but you know she's not that bold. It's just gonna be a slight choosing signal. She wants you to see it. Trust me, listen, you can't catch a woman cheating. You think you can catch a woman sending choosing signals if she didn't want you to see her giving choosing signals? Think about it. You can't catch her cheating, but you can catch her giving choosing signals. So the only way you can catch her doing choosing signals is the only way you can catch her she's cheating. If she wants you to. Yeah, you can catch her cheating when she wants you to. When she's trying to push you away. This is strictly to make you feel insecure. She gets you to feel insecure. That gives her the leverage in the relationship. Whoever is the insecure one in the relationship loses the power. That's the way it works. That's why I tell you guys no validation. For all you guys out there, if you think I'm lying, how many times have you had a woman that at the beginning of the relationship, she liked you way more than you showed that you liked her? You started reciprocating that, and all of a sudden she lost attraction or she stopped chasing your validation. How many times have that happened? I can't even tell y'all guys how many times that happened to me. I lost fucking count. That's the way it works. This is simply a power. And in order for a woman to stay attracted, guys, you must have the power in a relationship, because then she looks up to you. If it gets to a point that she feels like she has the power in the relationship, she's going to start fucking losing attraction. That's the way, because she wants women date up. As all us guys know, women want to date up, not down. Now she'll stay if you're a good provider, but the attraction is gone. Okay, guys? So she'll send another man choosing signals in front of you. You say, well, how would I handle that? I just know what the ploy is. I know what the fucking ploy is. I know what a woman does when her phone rings and she doesn't answer it around me. That is simply a ploy to get me insecure. Because if it meant that much to you, why don't you just turn the ring off? The point that you got the phone on but won't answer it tells me everything I need to know. You're trying to gaslight me. You're trying to get me in an insecure state. Because if you want to be sneaky and creepy and creep out and stuff like that, why don't you just turn the phone on silent? That's not the point. You want me to see. It's your damn mama. It's your brother. It's your coworker calling. Because if you wanted to really be sneaky, you just turn the fucking phone off. Better yet, you'll just get a second phone. Women not stupid. They know how to creep. So if she doing some goofy shit like that, guys, she wants you to see it. She could just get a cheap $20 mobile phone and keep it in a fucking car or some shit. No, she wants you to see it. She wants you feeling insecure. She's gaslighting the fuck out you. All right, guys. She would say, "You're so jealous." So, that's the next one, guys. So, when a woman calls you jealous, and like I said, guys, a guy technically could be all of these. I'm taking this from the perspective that most of you guys are not doing this, and she's just gaslighting you. Could a guy actually be jealous or controlling or demanding? Absolutely. I'm taking this from the aspect that my guys who watch me are not jealous, right? And in this situation right here, when a woman says you're jealous, it's simply the aspect of what she's trying to do is she's trying to control the dynamics. So when you're going to be jealous is when you check her on her bullshit, which you're supposed to. But she wants to get ahead of it and do a little reverse psychology on you and call you jealous because you're checking her disrespect. So let's hypothetically say you're at the table, dinner table, and the waiter come over and she's quote unquote being a little too flirtatious with the waiter, right? And you say something like, "Wow, you might have flirtatious with the waitress." Oh, and for all these guys out here, y'all listen to these dating coaches, these little beta cook dating coach, I'm something. I wouldn't say, man, you out your, man, listen. Respect comes before anything. You're going to respect me. I call it insecurity, jealous, whatever the fuck you want. You're going to put some respect on me. Listen, I'd rather have you lose interest in me before I let you disrespect me. That's my philosophy. I know most dating coaches are going to say, "Oh, that's so insecure." In other words, that woman's attraction level is more important than their respect level. Fuck that. No. Listen, if it's some other dude that you glanced at for 2 seconds, I'm like, "Who you looking at?" Yeah, you being jealous then. But like if a girl sitting up here being all flirtatious and getting the way to the flirtation, y'all guys know the little flirt eyes and all this other, the smiley, all that little flirtatious bullshit. No. We ain't gonna go for that. No, we ain't gonna play that game. And I'm not even finna get off into all this, "Oh, you been showing insecurities." Well, I'm showing insecurities then. That damn right. Because you're gonna put some respect on me. You're gonna show me some goddamn respect. So you can call me jealous. A woman will call you jealous when you check her on her bullshit. Because see, she wants to get away with it with no consequences. She wants to be able to disrespect you, and if she say you jealous, now you're afraid to say anything. Next thing you know, she coming out the house holding somebody's hands, and if you say any goddamn thing, you jealous. Well, we ain't even finna play that fucking game. I ain't even finna get off into all that. Where every little fucking thing you do, and I check you on it for disrespecting me, and now I'm jealous. No, we ain't even finna play that fucking game. I do get some of you guys can be overboard with this shit. And I guess I can see what some day coach talking about, because there's a fine line when you get into this. I'm talking about when it's blatantly obvious, no doubt that it's disrespect. I'm not talking about some dude over here flying his kite. Your girl looked that way and you like, "What you looking over there for?" Yeah, that's jealous. Yeah, that's jealous. That is, yeah, you got some issues. I'm talking about when a girl is just being blatantly flirtatious with a guy in your face or doing something, or she's talking on the phone with a dude talking about something. "This is my homeboy." And you like, "Motherfucker, you better hang up that goddamn phone." "Oh, you so jealous." You ain't finna talk to no motherfucking dude. If it could be your homeboy, tell him I'm with my baby and I'll call you back tomorrow or some shit like that. And I'm cool with that. I'm not finna go into all this, "Oh, you can't have no male friends." Yes, that's jealous. That's jealous. Only thing I ask a woman to do is to respect me. I don't give a fuck if you fucking half the goddamn Atlanta Falcons football team. And I don't care what you do when I'm not around you, because I'm not jealous. I'm about my respect. I don't care if tomorrow you come back up here and you fuck the waitress on that fucking bar. I won't care. I don't care about that. I'm not jealous. I don't give a fuck what you do when I'm not around. When I'm around, you're going to respect me. So don't let her use this jealousy card because you're going to check her for disrespecting you. I don't give a fuck what you do. You can fuck half the county for all I care. When you around me, you're not going to talk to dudes on the phone. You're not going to flirt with dudes in my fucking face. If you want to come back up here tomorrow and you want to fuck him, fine. I won't even ask you. If a dude call your phone and you say, hey, Marcus, I'm with my baby, I'll call you back. I'm not finna ask you, who is Marcus? I don't give a fuck. You did right. You told me you'll call him back tomorrow. That's all I ask. I'm not finna ask you who is Marcus. I don't give a fuck if Marcus is your fucking Monday guy, Tuesday guy. I don't give a fuck. As long as you show me some respect, I could care less. I could care less if Marcus fucking you every night that you not with me. I could care less. Just show me some fucking respect. Now, if you're gonna sit up and try to talk to Marcus in my face, oh, we got a problem. We got a big fucking problem. And you're not finna use this jealousy card so I feel like I can't say nothing to you when you showing me disrespect. All right, guys. Next, purposely withhold sex and affection. Now, as we all know, sometimes this can be a loss of attraction, but sometimes, guys, just putting it out there, this is a blatantly move to control the dynamics in the relationship. Why? This is going to cause insecurities in you. You're going to start questioning your sex appeal, questioning her attraction to you. What does all this do? It starts you feeling insecure. That's the fucking point. So she will purposely withhold sex just to get you feeling insecure. That's the thing. So you guys say, well, AMS, I know this is not the topic of the video. How would you handle that? That is a deal breaker for me. That's how I would handle it. Most of these things on here, guys, well, not most of them, but like that jealousy shit, you disrespecting me, that's a deal breaker for me. If I'm not fucking you and it seems like you're not here physically, like you mentally somewhere else, that's a deal breaker for me. I'm out. You not fucking and sucking me? What the hell I need you for? So that's how I would fucking handle it. So that's how I get to control the dynamics back in the relationship. If you're not fucking me, I sit down to you with my abundance mindset, sitting on my fucking lap, and I say, oh, listen here, bitch. Seems like the affection is gone, the sucking has stopped, the fucking has stopped. Maybe we might just need to call it quits. That's how I handle it. I'm not finna get into no dynamics or the social mental breakdown and try to get the fire going back in the, fuck all that. Fuck all that. If you're not fucking me, that's a deal breaker. That's it. That's it. So, are you gonna suck some dick tonight? Or we can just call it quits right now. Makes me know never mind. But all I know is this is unacceptable. We not finna go no fucking counseling. We not finna do shit. We not finna go see the pastor. Either drop them drawers and put on your knee pads, or we can just go our separate ways. That's it. There ain't no discussion about it. We ain't gotta call Pastor James. And I'm not paying for counseling. Drop them drawers and put on your knee pads. That's all we gonna talk about. That is a deal breaker for me. That's how you handle that. So if any of you guys that are actually in this situation, we ain't doing no talking. We not finna sit down on the couch and hold her hand and find out what's going on. And man, fuck that. You sucking or not, bitch. You tell her just like that. Matter of fact, stand up, pull your dick out. Say you suck it or not. If you not, I'm out of here. That's how I fucking handle it. I haven't had that issue in a long time, but I had a girl try this years ago. Next, guys, accuse you of not loving her enough. Now, why is that? How is that gaslighting? You could be the most affectionate, validating man in the world. And what's the purpose of that? This is to cause you to do more of it. You just pouring it on. You wasn't doing nothing wrong to begin with. Now, you question every minute of the day, wondering, is you showing your girl enough love and affection? That shit will start to control your life. Every day, you'll be at work wondering, did I show I love her enough today? Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit, guys. So one issue I'm going to tell you guys right now, how I handle things now is whenever I see a woman that has like these manipulation games starting up and shit, I lose interest and I fall all the way to fucking back. Because I know it never ends. When I see a woman, and it pisses me off because it's like you don't respect my intelligence. Like this kid shit. Like, do you think I'm a little 12-year-old boy? Like I'm a grown ass man. You know, I show you plenty love and affection. We have date nights. I give you enough quality time, and you're gonna accuse me of not loving you enough just so I can show more affection. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Like, you think I'm 12 years old? All right, guys. So if you start seeing little bullshit like this, like these little mind games and shit like that, now can a guy technically not be showing the girl enough affection? What I tell you guys, you got to show a woman that's. I'm speaking on this as guys. You are doing that. You could technically not be doing that. I tell you guys all the time, you got to provide an experience for your woman. You got to date your women. I tell you that I'm taking this from the perspective that you're doing all that. Now, if you're not doing all that, then I guess it could be a real issue. But I'm taking it from the issue that you follow me and I teach you guys that I'm not one of these dickhead dating coaches tell you invite them over, dick them down, and kick them out of the house. Like you're going to be able to maintain an attraction like that. But they ain't got no fucking receipts. They got a bunch of talk, but ain't nobody seen no fucking receipts. You can't maintain no woman like that, doing no bullshit like that. Any man who's dated women for a while knows you can't do that fucking bullshit. Next, guys, accuse you of having eyes for other women. I think I done told you guys this story a couple of times in other videos, but I got to bring it up because it's relevant to the title. So I had this one girl who was gaslighting me so bad that even though I wasn't looking at other women, she would accuse me of looking at other women. And the purpose of that, guys, was to whenever a woman would come around, I would be so much in my head that I would just be looking the other direction just because I didn't want her to feel like I was looking at the woman. If any of you guys, and I brought this up before, seen that episode with Carton dating DJ Jazzy Jeff wife, Will Smith dating DJ Jazzy Jeff cousin or sister or something, and she was like, "Who you looking at? Don't look at her," and all that other shit. I had a girl like that one time. It was brief. It was very brief. She got on my nerve. That shit so bad. It was very brief. But some of you guys got girls like that now to where you're literally scared to look in the direction of a woman because she accuses of you of eyeballing other women. That is purposely done, guys, to get you in an eggshell state to where you don't even glance at another woman. And it's very, that girl did that to me like 3 times. One time I was at her own family house and her cousins, and she didn't say nothing right then. When we got home, she said, I saw you, me and my brother both saw you looking at my cousin and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just stupid shit. So if any of you guys have a girl that's doing that, accusing you of looking at other women, she is gaslighting you. She's just fucking with you mentally. And the last one, guys, she makes jokes about your insecurities. What I said previously. She's trying to create insecurities in you, or what she thinks is insecurities in you. I had one girl tell me something, "Oh, you're getting a little salt and pepper in your beard." For some reason, I guess she might have thought that me having gray hair in my beard might have been a sore spot for me. It's not. Some of you guys, a woman might make a little jokes about your man boobs or your, little body fat or whatever the fucking case may be. That's no accident, guys. She wants you feeling insecure. That gives her power in the relationship. If you're insecure, that gives her power. You guys will say, well, as you just said, if a woman has the power in the relationship, that she lose interest, so why would she do that? Because they are batshit crazy, guys. That's why. Women don't even know what they're attracted to. They do this shit to get the power in the relationship, then they don't even want the fucking power. They are batshit fucking crazy. All right? You're talking to creatures who shade their fucking eyebrows and then draw some on. You want to get logic out of these motherfuckers? They don't make no fuck. How you gonna shade your eyebrows out, then draw some back on? So you think you're gonna get some logical sense from something that does that? Okay, they don't know what the fuck they want, guys. Okay, so that's the situation on that. She wants to get you insecure. What I tell you guys, you got to own your insecurities because you're going to get with a woman who's going to poke at them. I think at some point, every woman is going to try to poke at something she thinks you're insecure about. All right, it could be a test, but it also could be to gain leverage in a relationship and fuck with you mentally. Okay, guys? All right, guys. Sorry for the long ass video, but just want to point something out, especially to you young guys. As you young guys get older and older, you're gonna start to see all these fucking shits. Some of this shit is advanced, like women and stuff like this. Like women learn these advanced manipulation games as they get older and shit like that. They fuck with your head mentally to where you won't even know if you fucking going or coming, guys. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.